empty piece of the shell, just minding my own world without even knowing what love and life were all about.
Is blind. For me, literal na totoo yan. Dahil ako ay isang bulag. Ipinanganak akong nakakakita. Pero dahil sa isang sakit sa mata, ay nabulag ako noong ako ay teenager pa lamang. Dahil sa aking kondisyon, takot akong magmahal. Ilang beses na rin kasi akong nabigo. Ilang beses nasaktan. Kaya isinarado ko na ang aking mga mata at ang aking puso pagdating sa pag-ibig. Pero minsan, when you least expect it, kahit pikit mo pa ang iyong mga mata, kahit magbulag-bulaga ng isang taong literal na bulag na, ay kusang bubuksan ng love ang iyong mga mata.
Then you came, you brought me out of the shell. You gave the world to me, and before I knew, there I was, so in love with you.
Nobyembre noong isang taon, nang ipakilala sa akin ng isang kaibigan si Dean na taga United Kingdom. Isa rin siyang blind katulad ko. Nung mga time na yon ay wala akong kabalak-balak na pumasok sa isang relasyon dahil iyon ay isa sa mga malulungkot na bahagi ng aking buhay. Na-stroke ang mama ko at kakaalis ko lang noon sa dati kong pinagtatatrabahuhan. Pero sa kabila ng dilim na yon sa aking buhay, dumating si Dean na nagbigay ng liwanag. Palabiro, matalino, at masiyahin si Dean. Makalipas pa ang ilang buwan, ay naging malinaw na para sa akin na may nararamdaman ako para sa kanya.
You gave me a meaning to my life, and I've gone beyond existing.
Pero malayo siya at hindi rin naman ako sigurado na pareho kami ng nararamdaman. Kaya minabuti kong sabihin sa kanya na iiwas na lamang ako dahil ayaw ko nang masaktan. Pero Kada, sa panahong iyon na bumibitaw ako, kumapit si Dean, he didn't let go. Noon ko napatunayang pwede pala akong mahalin at pwede rin pala akong magmahal. Hindi man kami parehas nakakakita, but we found each other. Ilang buwan lang ang lumipas, sinorpresa niya ako ng pagdalaw niya sa Pilipinas para hingi ng aking mga kamay.
You gave me a meaning to my life. Yes, I've gone beyond existing.
Sa mga fairy tales, sinasabing, and in the end, they lived happily ever after. Pero sa amin, hindi pa end. Ito pa lang ang simula ng aming happy ever after.
And it all began when I met you.
Mga Kada, kasama na po natin ngayong umaga si Monette Mills! Yay! Hi, Monette!
Gandang morning
It's
po.
me, Pia! Hello po!
Hello po.
Sige po, upo muna tayo. Nakakakilig naman kayong dalawa ni Emma, Kevin. Hi, Monette. Good
Hello po.
morning.
Good morning po, Miss Pia. And
Kamusta ka naman today?
sobrang saya po.
Nakakakilig naman yung love story nyo. Grabe.
Salamat po. Kahit po ako, hanggang ngayon, upon looking back, I'm still amazed of how things happened
Oo nga.
so smoothly.
First of all, congratulations.
Thank you so much po.
Nabalitaan ko na nagpakasal na kayo ni Dean.
Yes po.
Nung July, right?
Yes po.
Yes. Pero napaka-ano, no?
It was
Nakakabitin. Kasi
Apo.
just when you got married, umalis naman siya, bumalik siya sa United Kingdom.
Yes po, because of work.
Oo. Anong pakiramdam noon, Monette?
Syempre po parang you're in cloud 9 kapag totoo pala yun, pag kinakasal ka, parang you wouldn't believe it's happening. Tapos, ang saya, parang ayaw mo matapos. And then it happens when he needs to go back kasi dahil sa work.
Oo.
So, it was really sad, pero at least we're trying to make progress now sa visa processing. So,
Visa processing.
Yeah, parang magkasama na rin kami soon.
Oo.
Yes po.
Pero meron na bang napipintong date kung kailan kayo magkakasama ulit?
Hopefully po before the year ends.
Yes.
May November or October at least.
Oo. Pero hindi naman kayo na hindi na kayo stranger to LDR. Kasi gano'n naman talaga nag-umpisa ang inyong love story, di ba?
Pero mas mahirap po pala yun pagka nakasama mo na tapos aalis siya ulit.
Oo.
And this time, you're not just only in a relationship kasi, but you're husband and wife. And you know that you need to be together as soon as possible. Kasi yung hirap pala nung gano'n. May iba na kayong bond, tapos yung parang nakasama mo na rin siya in 6 weeks. So parang ang hirap ulit mag-adjust na wala siya. Yes.
nakaalis. Oo.
Tapos iba yung time zone. Ang hirap po.
Totoo.
Yes.
So, how do you keep it, fresh pa rin? Paano mo naiibsan yung iyong pagkalungkot na sa kanyang pag-alis?
Ayun po, madalas naman po kami nagkaka-communicate through WhatsApp or FaceTime, and then lagi lang namin nire-relive yung mga moments na yung masasaya. Tapos ako kasi madalas ako nagsusulat ng mga letters for him randomly during the day, lalo pag nag-work siya, just to, express how I feel and to make him feel loved in my own way kahit malayo ako.
Wow. Pero Monette, once upon a time, hindi ganyan yung pananaw mo tungkol sa love, di ba?
Yes.
As a matter of fact, medyo apprehensive ka nang umibig.
Po.
Bakit?
Ano po kasi, when you've been to a very toxic and abusive relationship, parang ayaw mo na din. Kasi parang, kung ganun lang naman din, wag na lang. Tsaka yung priorities ko rin po kasi sa mommy ko is alagaan siya kasi ako lang naman mag-isang anak. So, wala talaga at that moment. Wala talaga sa isip ko na mag-relationship pa muna nun. Alala ko kasi yung friend ko, sabi niya sa akin, ka-office mate ko siya, yung nagpakilala sa asawa ko ngayon. So sabi niya, i-add mo na, siguro naka-3 or more than that. Siya nagsabi, in-add mo na ba? Hindi.
Hindi mo ginagawa.
Hindi talaga kasi, reluctant talaga ako. Hindi ako ganun ka, hindi talaga yun yung priority ko at that time.
You mentioned an abusive experiences in the past.
Yes.
In what way, Monette?
Manipulation and physical.
Talaga. Kaya talagang parang na-traumatize ka nun, ano? Pero bakit nung biglang, when you finally decided, yes, I'm gonna give this Dean a chance, parang nanumbalik yung faith mo sa pag-ibig ulit?
It's so amazing how the right person can make you feel loved and cherished na kahit hindi mo hingin, even if you didn't ask, they will keep reaffirming it and they will make you feel secure. And that's what I felt with him. So he knows all the dark sides, he knows all the stories, yung mga pinagdaanan ko din before. And I don't know bakit sobrang compatible kasi kami, sobrang hindi ako nakaramdam ng pagkailang. Pero ano lang din talaga, siguro takot lang ako kasi nga I've been to a relationship din na 1 year kayo, tapos hindi naman kayo nagkita kasi long distance din. So parang sabi ko, baka naman hindi naman to mag-work. Kaya parang kahit nakikita mo ng potential na gusto mo siya or whatever, parang ayaw mo na lang. Kasi parang, realistically speaking, how can you make this work?
Oo nga. Tapos ano pa, ano yung first impression mo about him?
First impression? Ano ba? Parang, ang uptight niya. Akala ko uptight siya. Kasi siguro yung accent. Pero, pero hindi naman pala.
Siyempre British, di ba?
British, yeah. So, yun po. Hindi naman pala siya uptight. Sobrang professional lang din siguro siya sa work. And he was working at that time when I was talking to him. So, siguro kaya ganun lang din yun.
Oo. Si Dean naman, parang, hindi ka ba nagulat sa bilis ng mga pangyayari mo, Net?
Ay, nakakagulat po.
You met in December, tapos you started talking on the phone.
Yes.
Tapos merong point na munti ka pang bumitaw, di ba?
Yes.
Kasi nga, parang na-turn off ka dun sa fact na, naku, long distance relationship.
LDR na naman to. Ano na naman yan?
Kahantungan ba ito? Ganun ba yung
Opo,
feeling mo?
ganun yung feeling ko po noon. And then, para kasing, when you truly love a person, you don't expect anything in return. So ako nun, parang, I know he deserves clarity kasi parang nagkakamubutihan na kayo pero parang, ano ba yun? Hindi naman pwedeng walang label. So sabi ko, I wrote him a letter saying kung anong nararamdaman ko, not to initiate the relationship, but kabaliktaran. Pag at least kung lumayo man ako, at least alam mo yung nararamdaman ko. Kasi parang ang ano ko nun is, hindi talaga ako willing i-push kasi ang layo. Tapos, I have my priorities back then.
Oo.
So, ayun po.
So, Monette, na-fall ka dahil sa kanyang personality.
Yes.
Pero, tinatanong mo ba sa kanya kung anong itsura niya?
Personally, hindi.
Is this actually an issue
No.
for you?
No.
Oo.
Kasi may ibang mga blind na siguro pinapakita nila sa ibang tao yung, halimbawa, yung picture. Ako kasi hindi ako lean sa looks ng tao. I lean towards how that person make me feel. So, ayun po, talagang kung gwapo, di bonus.
Diba?
Yes po.
Oo. At alam ko kasi, Monette, you lost your sight when you were a teenager.
Yes po.
So, ano ba yung mas, para din bang love yan, na parang mas masakit kapag na-experience mo, tapos nawala?
Yes. Kasi dadaan ka po talaga sa adjustment. And those are the times na nasa peak ka ng teenage mo, parang nagsisimula ka pa lang and nandun ka pa sa self-discovery, in between pa ng mga insecurities.
Yes.
And pressure ng school and both ng society and all that. So, mahirap talaga siya at that point.
And then, do you always find yourself in a relationship with also a blind person? Or nakapag-relationship ka na rin ba with someone who has sight?
Yes.
And what was that like?
Okay naman yung relationship ko noon with the guy. It was a teenage thing. And then he went to the US and wala na kaming communication. And hindi na rin ako nag-pursue nga ng long distance kasi nga parang pang matatapang lang yun, Miss Pia.
I agree. Hindi ko rin kaya yan,
Pang
Monette.
matatapang lang siya. Parang hindi pa ako ganun ka-brave and bold at that time.
Oo.
So, ayun po. Siguro, being in a relationship with someone who can see, it's amazing kasi may magiging guide ka, may
Yes.
tutulong sa'yo.
Oo.
Pero ang may cons din siya. Siguro yung insecurities mo as a blind person, yung matatakot ka na, o baka he's doing something behind your back, nag-cheat na siya, malam mo may kateksan, hindi ko alam kasi hindi ko naman nakikita. Yung mga ganon. So, siguro, kaya din siguro hindi yun nag-work kasi ayaw din siguro ng Diyos na paulit-ulit akong mag-doubt. or nandun ako sa ganong situation na ma-insecure ako or whatever. Kaya din siguro gano'n.
Yes.
Apo.
And I know na you somehow complement each other talaga.
Yes.
Kayong dalawa ni Dean.
Yes.
Si Dean naman was blind since birth, di ba?
Yes. Apo.
So, paano mo na share yung what you know about how the world looks sa kanya?
Ayun. Naalala ko noon, nagkukwentuhan kami. And kapag may mga bagay siya na, siguro you're curious, parang sabi ko, kasi alam niya yun na bago ako nabulag, I love painting, I love drawing. So sabi niya, why do you love sunset? So in-explain ko sa kanya, yung sunset kasi ganito, it reminds me of strength and new hope para sa bukas. Sabi niya, how does the sunset looks like? So lahat ng mga bagay na gusto niyang maintindihan, na i-elaborate ko sa kanya. Although mahirap talaga, especially from someone na hindi talaga nagkaroon ng perspective ng kung ano talaga yung mga bagay-bagay. So, para sa akin, heartwarming siya and nasaya ako na nakakapag-impart ako sa kanya ng mga ganong information.
Ano yung mga things that you like describing to him? Katulad ng
Sunset and yung more on nature. How does it look like? Kasi alam niya naman nature ako. Mahilig ako sa dagat. Mahilig akong, yung uupo ka lang sa beach, makikinig ka lang ng alon. Therapeutic na siya for me. And that's how I find it relaxing. Sabi niya, yung mga, especially, mga food, how does it look like? Yung mga ganon. So,
how do you describe? Halimbawa, what your favorite fruit looks like? Or your favorite flower? Anong itsura nito?
Honestly, kahit na anong gawin mong palit ng halimbawa, hindi niya naman kasi alam yung perception ng kulay. So, hindi niya alam kung ano yung white, hindi niya alam kung ano yung red. So, kailangan mo siyang palitan ng something or emotion. Let's say, how do you describe orange? Pag sunset, kulay orange. So, sabi ko, you know oranges like, what oranges are like? Yung orange na fruit. They're like fresh and ipapalitan mo siya ng ibang senses based on your senses. Halimbawa, dahil hindi niya nakikita, ano siya, it tastes fresh, it smells sweet. So, para sa akin, it's a taste of summer. Yun ang orange for me. So, papalitan mo lang ng adjective. Pero, totoo, kahit na anong palit mo ng kahit anong pilit mong ipaintindi, yun yung medyo na-break yung heart ko na they will really, maybe at some point, nasa edge sila ng understanding nung isang bagay, but they will never really know what it is.
Pero Monette, di ba sabi nila, pagka halimbawa, you don't have the facility of one sense, nagiging heightened yung ibang senses, di ba?
Yes. Because your body adapts to it.
Oo. So dito in the case of loving someone, sa pag-ibig, ano sa tingin mo yung advantage ng pagiging blind?
Para sa akin, hindi ko alam kung it applies to sa lahat ng mga blind. Pero nung nabulag ako, lumakas talaga yung intuition ko. Hindi lang yung senses ko sa touch, sa hearing, and all. Lumakas yung intuition ko about things, about people. If a situation doesn't feel right, or if a person doesn't feel right, hindi ko na siya ine-ignore. Parang may mga ganun na ako.
Wow.
Weird.
And in the case of Dean, kaya naman kahit mabilis lang ang mga pangyayari,
Yes.
may naramdaman ka that this is right.
This is right.
Yes.
And I was at that point na you thought of also getting married pero hindi natutuloy. Pero ibig sabihin pala nun may reason. Pero ito nagtuloy-tuloy siya. Nag-smooth yung process. So ibig sabihin this is meant for you.
That's right. Thank you, Monette.
Thank you po.
Siyempre, kung may version ng story si Monette, meron ding version si Dean.
Oh my gosh.
Sa aming pagbabalik, makakausap natin si Dean ng live from the United Kingdom. At dito lang yan sa Kada Umaga. Please stay with us.
Kada Umaga,
love story ni Monette and Dean Mills via Monette's side lamang of the story. Kailangan balance,
Tama, dalawang side dapat. At ngayon naman malalaman natin ang kwento sa version ng mister ni Monette na si Dean Mills. Live via Zoom sa UK Pagali.
Hello, Dean. Hi, Dean.
Good
morning.
Hello, Dean.
There he is. Hi,
Hello.
Dean. Good morning. Welcome to Kada
morning.
Umaga.
Hi, love.
Hi.
Bakit parang tumagos sa puso ko? I love.
Yeah.
Dean, have you been listening to our girl talk here?
I was listening.
How does it feel to be hearing Monette talk about you that way?
It's I don't know, like I love the fact that both of us can both be so open and close to each other, and I
Love,
think it's quite amazing.
can you speak a bit slower, please? I love
think
you,
it's
but
excellent.
yeah, yeah. All right, go on.
Yes, go on, Dean. How does it feel to hear Monette talk to you about, to talk about you that way?
It's I don't know. I love how close we actually are, and the fact that we can actually be that open about each other, and I think it's a really nice thing.
Is Monette your first Filipino girlfriend?
She is, yeah.
I mean, now wife, but of course, like
Yeah, that wife, yeah.
yes. And what attracted you to her?
It was her personality, actually. I noticed when we very first started talking that we kind of just really got on really well, even from when we very first started talking last year.
Yes, December, right, Dean?
Yeah.
It was December, yeah. Early December.
You started talking to each other December last year. And when did you start having feelings for Monette?
Oh my gosh.
I just kind of noticed it over time. It's not really a specific date on there. It was just over time. I noticed that we were getting closer, that we had things in common, that we had things that we both enjoyed to do together, the things that we actually wanted to do together, that we had similar kind of ambitions and things that we wanted to do.
Yes. You had no apprehensions, Dean, knowing that you guys would have gotten into a long-distance relationship, you being in the UK and Monette being here in the Philippines. You were okay to start liking somebody who is so far away.
I was okay with it because I knew that if we made it work, we could actually make it work. The fact that we actually closed the distance, but the distance wouldn't be there forever.
And a lot of people, when we were going through our notes, we were quite surprised at how fast things happened. What made you wanna seal the deal right away?
That was the thing. It was a really weird. We didn't really have a proper proposal. Like we both actually agreed the fact we wanted to be married, the fact that we knew what we wanted each other and each other's future, and we knew we also wasn't going to keep traveling back and forth. We knew that we wanted to have a future over here, and that we wanted to actually live over here and be together and love each other in person, not just virtually.
And I know that, how did you allay her fears about getting into a relationship again? Because I was just talking to Monette about some of her past relationships and they haven't been very pleasant. How did you get her to trust you?
I think it was a bit of trust on both sides because I'd been also through some relationships that weren't perfect either, and I think it was just the fact we communicated to each other, built up that communication, talked about things with each other, and actually made each other part of each other's lives as well.
And I'm sure a lot of people are wondering, how do you know when someone is the one?
Oh my.
Yes.
How do you know?
I don't think you always do. I think it's just natural. I think it's just if something naturally happens, if you just both get on well and fit together well, and have similar wants, and actually I suppose the fact you want to both be in the same place in life and both actually really care about each other and love each other, that's how you're going to know. So I would not say that there's a certain way to actually know.
How do you think, Dean, does Monette make your life, enhance your life, or make your life more beautiful?
I think that we both bring out the best of each other. I think we're both actually able to bring out the good side of each other, and when we're obviously not our best, help each other and encourage each other.
And how did it feel when you had to leave after getting married?
Yes.
That was difficult, and the thing is, I didn't want to leave, but I had to leave because I had to get things done over here. But that was not easy.
But and how are the plans coming along of finally getting back together there in the UK?
It's taking a while. We are still working on it. We're trying to work on a few things. It's just we're just at the minute trying to save because it is expensive.
Is it more difficult now that you're married?
It's easier that we're married. Oh, sorry.
Yes. Is it more difficult to be apart now that you're
It
married?
is more difficult, and the fact we've actually met in person before too. That makes it a lot more difficult to be apart.
That's right. And I know that you have plans. You guys have plans to, di ba,
Expand the
Monette, to have
family.
kids?
Yes, maybe in 2 or 3 years' time.
In 2 or 3 years' time.
Because we still have a lot to work on, and that includes, the visa fees, and that includes my mom as well, because I still have my priorities for her, and maybe just make the most of your time being with each other's company. It's the most important before you get actually into the family thing, because once you have kids, it's gonna be
All
different.
about them.
It's different.
It's all about the
Exactly.
kids.
A lot of responsibility.
And kids are a full-time job.
Yes.
You bet.
Yes, Dean, that's true.
So, Dean, anything you wanted to say to Monette right now?
I'm just really happy the fact we found each other and how we actually love each other.
And Monette?
Meeting you is never been in my wildest dreams or imagination, but I'm really glad how destiny unfolds itself to be actually find you, and because I thought that getting married is the last thing that I'm gonna do because of my responsibilities, but you kept reassuring me, and you kept securing me, and that's what matters most to me. And I've never been secured in my past relationships like what you did, so thank you for that, love.
Oh, thank you.
Grabe kayo! Grabe kayo! Hindi ba po tapos ang Cry Fest ngayong umaga? Dahil, Emma, kaya mo pa ba?
May na-prepare po silang sulat para sa isa't isa. And can you please read it for us, or cite it, the letters that you've prepared for each other?
Yeah, I have prepared the letter for
You want
for
me
him.
to read?
Yes, please.
Okay, so this is Monette's letter for Dean. Dean!
Dean, this is for you from Monette. Sorry, Dean, I don't have the British accent. I will do my
You're
very
fine.
best.
You should ask Monette about her British accent. It's interesting.
We're not going to talk about that right now.
There you go.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Let's start with this
letter.
letter.
Yeah, for the letter, please.
Okay. Dearest hubby, the way you came into my life is like a gentle and calming waves of the ocean that brought peace in me. You made me feel safe and secure that nobody else did. You made me feel how it is to love and be loved the way I deserved. It finally made sense now why God made me wait. You are more than what I prayed for. and I couldn't be more grateful that you are mine. Surely things will not be always easy, but one thing is certain. I will always choose you every day. And whenever things gets heavy, I'll always remember the day I said I do. The day that I committed myself to you. You are my home and will always be. Surely you are my God's best, His priceless gift that I will always treasure and be thankful for. My hands are locked with yours forever. I love you so much, my other half, always and forever. With matching British accent, but I don't have the so that's all I can.
Don't worry about it.
Grabe!
It doesn't have to have a British accent.
What can you say to that, Dean?
I actually, here's a confession. I actually will say something here. I've actually never actually wrote a love letter before, but Monette is actually really good at them. And there's something I'm not very good at, but there's actually something that I've never actually done before, but she's really good at them, and she always has been.
Yes. So how do you express your love? If your love language is not writing letters, what's your version, Dean?
To me, it's more words, or one thing I'm able to actually do is bring out her really silly side and actually help her actually be silly and
Sending
make her
food.
laugh and
Sending
make her
food.
laugh a lot.
Sending food.
Yeah, sending food sometimes, or
Yeah,
just sending gifts, or
Yeah, when I have a long day at work.
Oh,
So, yeah.
so cute.
Thank you for that.
Well, at this point, alam niyo po, mga kada, na si Monette ay hindi lang magaling sa writing letters, magaling din siya sa pagkanta.
Oh my gosh.
Gano'ng katagal ka na kumakanta? Naririnig niyo naman yung boses ni Monette, saksakan ng ganda. She's very expressive. She is actually also a voice over talent. So, anong opportunities ka kumakanta, Monette?
I started singing po when I was 6. Nabudol ako ng auntie ko sa videoke machine. Tapos, pinakanta niya lang ako, parang ages pa nga yata yun.
Grabe naman yun.
Tapos, nagulat na lang ako na mob kami ng tao. So, that's how it started. Na parang, ay, okay, kumakanta pala yung pamangkin ko. So, she kept joining me sa mga singing contests. I even joined vocal coaching and sa isang vocal school, and then I kept honing my skill. Tapos parang it happened before na naging, hindi naman bread and butter, pero parang naging side hustle ko siya na kumakanta ako sa mga weddings and events.
Nice.
And ayun po.
Wow.
Until today, yeah.
Very talented.
Super.
Kaya itodo na natin to.
Yes, para mas sagad na ang kilig, Monette prepared a special song for Dean. Monette, pwede mo bang
Sige po.
kami
Paunlakan
paunlakan?
kami.
Yeah, sure po.
Diyan sa kanta na yan.
Sure po.
Here na lang.
Okay.
Sige po.
Okay, go ahead.
Kung tayo ay matanda na, sana di tayo magbago. Kailanman, nasaan man ito ang pangarap ko. Makuha mo ba kaya ako'y hakan at yakapin? Hanggang sa pagtanda natin, nagtatanong lang sa'yo, ako ba kaya ibigin mo? Kahit maputi na ang buhok ko.
Just to let you know, there is not a dry eye in this room.
I can feel it.
I am crying.
Ako na makeup iyak
Dean? Did you understand a word she said or a word she sang?
I don't, but I've also heard her sing a lot in English before too.
Yeah. It's about growing old together, love. It's for you. I'm gonna have to translate
Aw.
that for you soon.
Oh,
Yeah.
how did it sound to you, Dean? Even if you didn't understand, you
Good.
felt the love,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Always.
Yes. The love transcends language barriers.
Yes.
So, Dean, as we wrap up, is there anything you want to say to Monette before we say goodbye to you?
Just that I love you and the fact that I'm really happy that you actually found each other.
I love you. You always know that.
I do.
Thank you very much, Dean. What time is it in the UK? We better let you go. Are we catching you in the
It
middle of
is.
your work day?
It's 4:24 in the morning.
Wow!
Yeah, I used to have work at 9 a.m. Yes.
I do.
Okay,
Yeah,
but thank
for doing this, love.
Yes, thank you so
No
much
problem.
for joining us. Get some rest before you start your work day, Dean. And once again, congratulations from all of us here. Your love story is so inspiring. It really touches everyone's hearts. Thank you so much for sharing.
Definitely. And if you need any more, any more things, I can try and help you. Especially over the weekend, if you do need any more things, I can try and help you.
Thank you.
Okay, love. Good night.
Good night, beautiful.
Talk to you in a bit.
Monette, maraming salamat. It's a
Thank you,
pleasure
Monette.
to meet
Thank
you.
Thank you.
And maraming salamat for sharing your story, for sharing a song with us. And we wish you and Dean all the best.
Opo, maraming salamat po. And I'm so honored to be here and meet everyone. And of course, to share our story. And this is something that I really will not get tired of retelling people of how amazing our story is. Of course, by the author of, our love story is God. So, ayan. So, I'm so grateful po to be here with
Thank
you.
you, Monette. Sana'y mag-umpisa ng happily ever after ninyo, ASAP.
Yes, po.
Yes, you wanted to say something?
I also would like to greet everyone who's watching right now, especially my family, and to everyone who's also a part of kung saan po kayo nanggaling from my Certified Voice Artist Program family. And I also would like to invite everyone who is kung sino man po yung aspiring voiceover artists or dubbers. We're currently at our 21st batch. So they're gonna begin in September 2. So for details about the enrollment, you can go to certifiedvoiceartistprogram.com or visit their Facebook at Certified Voice Artist Program. So yun po.
Maraming salamat,
Thank you.
Monette. We also wish your mommy well.
Salamat po.
Mga kada, the eyes may not see, but love is not blind para kina Dean at Monette. Hindi hadlang ang karimlan o distansya pagdating sa kanilang pagmamahalan.
Kaya ang masasabi ko lang, sana all talaga may love na pupukaw, hindi lamang sa ating mga mata, kundi sa ating mga puso.
Kaya kapag you find someone special or someone who loves us and whom we love in return, wag na tayo magbulag-bulagan, ha? Embrace it, accept it, and fight for it. Dahil that love comes only in a lifetime.
Salamat, Monette and Dean, sa pag-share ninyo ng inyong love story. Super beautiful talaga. Sana ay mas tumibay pa ang
Salamat
inyong
po.
pagmamahal.
Thank you po. Thank you po.
Ay, pinayak niyo ako. Pero in-inspire mo rin kami lahat. At syempre mga Kada, more usapang puso when Kada Umaga returns. Diyan lang kayo.